Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Susie. I greet you all according to your time and your location. So guys, as I said earlier, this channel is going to be more of my life story, my life experience. So guys, this is how love almost destroyed me. This is how love almost destroyed my life instead of making my life better. So I grew up with my grandparents, with my elder sister and my younger sister in a place called Kwame Danso in the Bono Havo region of Ghana. So when we were growing up, we grew up in a very healthy background, a very healthy environment. So my grandparents love us so much. They loved us unconditionally. They provided for us. They gave us anything we ever asked for. They did everything for us. I mean, if we ask for, I mean, everything. And if I could remember, and if I'm not telling lies, I will remember I was a very demanding child. I demand a lot, both emotionally and financially. And so I'll ask for anything, and my granddad will give it to me. Until one day, my grandma fell sick. She was telling us she was not going to leave us. I mean, whenever my grandma is sick, she would just say, I will never leave you guys. I will always be here with you guys, with your granddad. And so, this is how one day my grandmom fell sick. They took her to the hospital, and my grandmom didn't come back again. This is how my grandmom left us without saying goodbye. She just left us just like that. And so when she died, my grandfather was so heartbroken. And so because of that, we couldn't live with him alone. So we have to move back to my mom's place. So so when we moved to my mom's place, to me, everything just changed for me. I felt like I was in a different world. I felt so unloved, so lonely, so confused, very, very confused. I couldn't understand anything that was happening. And so, this is when life hit me so hard. This is how life has to hit me so hard to the extent that I have to learn everything from right from scratch. I have to learn a different way of seeing things, different way of understanding things, because this is how I'll go to school. Well, I didn't understand that my mom was not having, but then to me, this is how I'll go to school without money. I'll go to school without having drinks in my bag. I'll go to school without having biscuit in my bag. When I was with my grandparents, I'll go to school with a lot of drinks, a lot of biscuits. I'll share it with people, share it among my friends. I will have money. Even I'll go to school with money, and if I see somebody hungry during break time and I'm not seeing the person going to buy any food, I'll just dash the person money. Take it, go and buy food. And all of a sudden, I couldn't do all of these things. I was just like, grandma left us without saying goodbye. Grandma, Nana, in Ghana we say Nana. I said, Nana, you just died. That means I'm finished. And so they have to take my grandfather to one of his son's house. And when my grandfather was around, I was feeling a bit okay until when they took her to the Volta region because he's away. So they have to take him to his back to his hometown. So when they took him there, that was when I started to feel so lonely. I mean, so very, very lonely, so sad. But then I wasn't able to open up to anyone. I would say I was enduring life during that time. I was enduring life, and so because of that I started to demand love from people. I started to demand love to the extent that if somebody just smiled to me, then I think the person loves me. And so I try to get close to the person more. This is how, on my process of searching for who to love me like the way my grandparents did, somebody raped me. And this person happens to be my friend's uncle. And so when this person raped me, I wasn't able to open up to anybody. I wasn't able to tell my mom because we weren't having this mother-daughter relationship. I was so scared of my mom to the extent that I wasn't able to tell my mom anything about myself. I was keeping things from my mom. Though it wasn't intentional because I was scared of telling her. So when the person raped me, I wasn't able to say it, and then I kept it inside me, and I was having this anger, this pain, this regret of going to that place for the person to rape me, this anger, this pain. So because I was having this anger because this person stole something from me. I didn't give it out willingly. He stole it away from me. And so I tried to move on as a child until one day a guy around our area told me, he asked me out, then I denied him. I said no. And this guy started to stalk me. I mean, this guy was stalking me to the extent that even when they sent me to go to pick something from the market, I will see the guy over there. I mean, it was like he was monitoring all my moves. And it was so scary because wherever I will go, I will see the guy over there. And you could see that he wasn't there to do anything different. He was just there to keep an eye on you. And so, well, I'll say I used to trust people so much that even if you hurt me and you say sorry, I don't mind giving you a chance. So I didn't know how one of my friends happens to know this guy and they were friends. So that's my friend, a girlfriend. She came to our house one day and she asked me to go to escort her to a place. So I said, okay, this is how I escorted this my friend to this place. And when we get there, it happens to be this same guy who is stalking me. Hmm. And so when we went there, my friend told me that I should stay there. We entered the guy's room. So this is how my friend told me that, Susie, stay here. Let me use the washroom and come back. So I stupidly believed her, thinking it was true that she was going to use the restroom and come back. So it took about 15 minutes. She wasn't coming back. And I was like, why? Where is this girl? So when I started to think of leaving the room, this is when the guy came and locked the door, saying that I should agree to his proposal. If not, he will force his way out of me. He will force his way on me. Yeah. So I said no. I don't love you, and I cannot be with someone I don't love. And at that time, I wasn't even thinking of anything or about relationship, man and woman. I wasn't thinking about those things. I was just this naive girl, innocent girl who is just trying to live her life. And so the guy forced me so hard, and by the grace of God, he couldn't succeed. I was able to get my way. Then I left. So when I left, that didn't stop. Sorry, guys. He started to stalk me even more. Sorry, guys. Until one day in my junior high school, we went for classes at night. So when on our way back home, we were a group of people. So everybody has to part their ways to go to their house. So when he left, I was alone on the way going home. Sorry. I saw it was like someone was following me, but then when I tried to look back, I would not see anybody. When I tried to focus, then I will feel like this person was following me. So I tried to focus, and all of a sudden I just saw this person right in front of me wearing jalabia, a white one. And this person happens to be the same guy who is stalking me and also try to rape me. And so I was like, why? Why are you stalking me? What do you want from me? I told you I'm not interested. Please leave me alone. Then he was like, if I don't agree to his proposal, then he was going to kill me. He was going to stab me with a knife. And I thought he was joking. So he brought out the knife. And guys, this guy was ready to stab me with the knife. So at that time, I told him that I would choose to die over his proposal. So I agreed for him to kill me. I agreed for him to stab me with a knife instead of me agreeing to his proposal. So this is how this guy was trying to really stab me. So this is how I, I was just praying in my head, God, please help me. God, save me. And God sent someone. When we were talking, I was trying to talk loud so that someone will hear my voice. And he was saying I should keep quiet. If I don't keep quiet, he will stab me with a knife. So I said, I will not die in silence. I will not keep quiet for him to just kill me just like that, for nobody to know that he's the one who killed me. And so I was trying to shout. Then a man came out. So when a man came out of his house, the man was like, "Who is it? Who is it? Leave the girl alone. Leave her alone." And so when the man was saying he should leave me alone, then the guy ran away. So when he ran away, I ran back home. So when I went home, my mom was there. She was still waiting for me to come back from the classes. So I tried explaining things to my mom that so and so wanted to stab me when I was on my way home. But my mom didn't believe me. My mom didn't believe me because, as I said previously, when my grandparents died, I was very demanding. And so she thought that was one of those things. And I was so heartbroken for me to tell my mom about something like that. When I was coming back, I was like, if my mom just believed me and try to fight for me about this issue, then I would just open up with the person who raped me. But when she did not believe me. I was so heartbroken. I was very, very heartbroken. And this is how my life started to be very horrible. I was so lonely, so angry. I was having this anger inside me. So, guys, life wasn't that good during that period until one day and I came to church and I just set my eyes on this handsome, tall, dark skinned guy, this white teeth, and his mouth was something else. When he smiled, I just felt like he was so perfect to me. He was so perfect, guys. This guy was so perfect to me to the extent that, I mean, he was my first love, yes. He was the first person I've ever loved, and the first person who also showed me love after my grandparents died. And so I felt so comfortable being around with him. And guys, I'll come back with more gist. We'll continue from this place some other day. See you guys. Stay tuned. Please follow my channel, subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification bell, share this video to friends and family. Like my video, guys. See you some other time. Bye, guys.